Now the Phantom Assassin, PA, final choice for NaVi. Another hero that really benefits from the Omni Knight, getting that BKB early on. PA is going to be the farmer for NaVi. And the Disruptor going to make his way up there. So safe lane Drow now going to be met with the Omni Knight plus Tusk duo.
Omni Knight Tusk. I'm sure that beats the Drow.
Up top, LeBron. This could be your first blood, and it is. Van Score gets that last auto attack. Just a bit too far forward as they make that rotation up. First blood is drawn with that Rubik. I think an experienced Death Prophet player can do a lot with Grip Swarm.
Yeah, push out the wave, like harass the Viper a bunch of their...
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, you can also shred the Viper when you're Death Prophet to get a rotation. But then again, the rotation can also happen.
Down bottom. Lil may be in some trouble. The Ice Shards come out to heal from Omni Knight, but Big Num chases him down, and after a Riptide finds the kill. Van Score on the other side, throwing more auto attacks into General, but that beefy Omni will stay alive. 80 mana, it's ridiculous. Great spell.
Although, like 2 weeks ago, we would... Naga sucks. What are you talking about, you know?
Oh, Drow Ranger down bottom. Ice Shards right back into the heal bomb. Might not be enough for a kill, but now the snowball forward. A few more, and they're going to find it. Man, this is a nasty duo. Even at just a humble level 3, 1 point in that degen aura, and it is too much. She just can't get away from it.
Tusk, I mean, Tusk feels so strong. And
mid. Dendi in a lot of trouble. Rotation from Naga secures the kill. Denies the rune before he dies, though, so that's a moral victory, if not a financial one.
He's feeling pretty good about that. Oh, Viper has a Wraith Band. It's a Wraith Band.
Uh-oh, down bottom.
Hello.
It's Van Score again. Man, now I want to play this. Omni Tusk. This is a great shutdown lane.
It's pretty good. By the time they get out of that, the Ice Shards, there's a second Purification that's bursting down.
Yeah. And it also scales very well, right? We'll hold that thought, though, as mid lane. Lil has made a rotation. Dendi sets it up, and now the snowball forward. The Spirit Siphon makes this so easy and makes it an impossible situation for G as well. Nice rotation, and now NaVi, 1k net worth in their favor. Good try, though. Pressure on the off laner. Looking at CS. Well, Puck's not having a bad time, but definitely not going as well as the dual lane we've been hyping up so much. General now may find himself in a sticky wicket. Gets off the heal. Does have a TP, but a couple of interrupts. Now he's going to go for it, and the ensnare is there. This is going to be a kill in favor of Gambit. Nowhere for General to go, and Drow Ranger strikes back.
Viper and Naga or something. Maybe Rubik and Naga would be... They have a lot of magic burst. Just sitting.
Oh, down bottom. Initiation onto Van Score. 3-on-1. He'll get blocked in by the Ice Shards, and a Purification makes it pretty easy. Drow Ranger just going to hug the tower. Those were Naga illusions down there, so she'll get behind the trees.
Fortunate timing, but PA was still free farming during that. Oh, so unfortunate. Yeah. They wasted the DPO. Get anything done.
Bill, Crystallize, he jumps in up top, goes hard onto Big Num, but gets caught by the net. There's going to be Disruptor nearby to help give Vision the glimpse back, and Crystallize will be there to help support the kill that LeBron picks up. Now Lil on his way in as Van Score TPs. They might be able to turn on this Rubik, but no. Puck is TP'd in and drops the Dream Coil on 2. Lil trying to wait it out, does throw out the Ice Shards. Rubik steals them, and now Lil is stuck in. He's got no choice but to snowball, and this will certainly be to his doom. Now the telekinesis, and it's a dead Tusk. Noble effort.
Shards. He was just trapped. 7 seconds stun. All right, you guys can fight. I'm just gonna farm, and we'll.
Oh my! Look at that. Ward comes down immediately. A sentry from LeBron and just finishes it off. That's painful.
They have any more? That's it. That really sucks.
Oh, snowball forward, right onto the Drow Ranger. There's that burst damage combo, and she gets destroyed. That's it. TP's coming in. The Naga Siren's there. Does not have the ultimate. She's not quite level 6. Oh,
They're really
wow.
capitalizing on the fact that Naga doesn't have it. She really needs this. They could They could turn a lot of these fights or get out of them live. She had the ult.
Yep,
She's gonna
now
farm that ball.
pressure on this tier 1.
God,
TP home from Rubik. Looks like Big Num does not have a TP. He's got some stick charges, but that is not going to be enough. Dendy's just going to use the ultimate, thinking there could be more enemies inbound. We'll just transition that into a nice, easy tier 1 tower push.
It's such a strange interaction that if you repel after the ensnare, you take it off. But if you snare somebody who's repelled, that's perfectly fine. That works.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't.
Mid puck.
Mid.
Wow. Another easy setup. The Naga gets sent back. Song of the Siren gets turned on, and she goes right back from whence she came. Now Crystallize, though, he gets set up on kind of accidentally, but who's on who? Crystallize going to try to run out as the ensnare flies. Vanscore inbound, but NaVi have a lot of reinforcements. Ice shards knock Vanscore back, but he's got the repel, so he's just fine.
Economics on the map. Like, they can actually take the tower really easily. I don't think that Gambit can fight into this. They're strong enough at all.
Vanscore already very low. He'll get glimpsed back closer to the tower as Lil comes in, but too much damage flies his way. They go 1-for-1. Tusk for Rubik. Now the puck with a Dream Coil on 2. Dendy getting low, hanging on for now. The ultimate, the GA, it's not enough. General on the run. No option but to put the tail between the legs and head back to friendly territory, as he could not keep his Death Prophet alive.
I mean,
she's on par.
Not doing too bad, but the Shadow Blade, I actually would assume that Drow in this sort of game against Tusk Omni would have so much less. But she's level 11, almost 12, like that.
Top and snare on the courier. That's going to be a kill. Medallion of Courage going to be stuck on the courier while it's dead, as now Cheshire Cat jumps out through the tree line, gets glimpsed back in, and they'll find a kill there. Big Num in pretty deep. General with a nice purification sets up another one as they find Vanscore on the backside. Now G completely left alone, trying to finish off Crystallize, but the support is too much. And just as Gambit find a little bit of momentum, NaVi stop them dead in their tracks and take it right back. Kind of defensive support. Oh, he's a healer, but if played properly, that pure damage is absurd.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually, thinking that, you know, it's... Not only did he do the most damage, I mean, he did the exact same amount in healing, too. So
Dendy in some trouble, uses the Yules aggressively, now turns, drops a Spirit Siphon, and they're going to get Big Num. I think he gets on the other side of the shards with the illusions, but it's not enough. A nice play there, maybe a little bit of luck, but...
it's just a little bit... It was a waste of time, but once they kill the Roche, obviously, not a waste at all.
Well, Ice Shards come in, though. Roche is not dead yet, and NaVi are starting to rotate. This is getting really risky. Lil is the only one here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get in there in time. Another set of Ice Shards fly, but a Dream Coil from the puck breaks it up. It's a very scattered fight, but Crystallize goes in hard onto Big Num. He'll get glimpsed back, and Naga will fall before the Song of the Siren can come out. Radiant did pick up the Roshan, and the Drow Ranger does have the Aegis. So even though they do get a pick, Gambit end up getting most of what they wanted there. However, Rubik now gets left behind. He does have a purification, but he will fall. And NaVi get 2.
The Death Prophet ulti on the high ground, maybe, but Siege Creep. It's a little risky because fighting into an Aegis, but I feel with... okay, so the line is being drawn, actually. They're just going to take them. So they're going to look to fight and then potentially take the top tower. Okay, Dendy just got trapped mid. He just got Song. This is really bad for Dendy.
And up top, Lil, he's in way too deep. He's going to fall back towards the mid. Is it going to be a turn on to Big Num? Dendy looks pretty healthy, but this Naga Siren is in a lot of trouble. Looks like G picked up a double when we turned to this and also killed the Disruptor. Oh, there it is. The Dire Ward. It's right out. They put down a sentry, but then they smoked off the sentry. Oh, no. Okay, NaVi. They know what's happening here. LeBron breaks it. He's going to be the target they see. General on the other side. NaVi happy just to disengage this for now.
So dangerous to smoke, but they know that they know.
Drow Ranger walks up. The silence comes in. Cheshire Cat in very far forward. They kill Big Num first. Now Drow Ranger in a lot of trouble. She's going to go down. Aegis of the Immortal will bring her back up. Puck with a Dream Coil on 4. But it doesn't matter. Now the GA from Omni comes. Drow Ranger comes back to life. A gust, and she will fall. Now the puck gets pulled back in, and it's all NaVi all day, baby. They sniffed it out. They baited it out, and they were ready to rock and roll. And it pays dividends here, Jenkins.
Like, they don't really need any other items from... Oh, he's going for a sheet. That's actually kind of the very similar sort of concept, so that they don't need any other items, so he just picks up the most luxury item possible.
Up top, G in a lot of trouble. No man's land as he tries to get away. The TP home, not going to happen. Plenty of ways to interrupt it, and they'll finish him off. But it does make a little space for that bottom lane. Puck finishes off a tier 2 tower. At least getting something.
They can just
moving into the Roche pit.
Fuck.
A little bit of cheese for you.
Is actually TPing.
Looks like it'll be a free Roche for Gambit. NaVi not in a position to contest. And there we go.
PA doesn't even check. They don't even suspect it.
Snowball up onto Van's score. Lil gets pushed back down, and I think he'll be okay with that. The sigil, though, stolen by Rubik, slowing him down. I mean, here we go. This is a high ground push for NaVi. And it's pretty wild because they have Aegis and Cheese, but they're going to go right in for it. They know there isn't a glyph. They're going to put Dendi on the high ground, who does have a BKB. Remember, he's repelled right now, so he'll be immune to the Song. Now it expires. Glimpse back. Song is down, and now this fight begins. Cheshire Cat dives forward. Dendi uses the BKB, staying alive very well. It's G that's losing the fight. Now Cheshire Cat gets popped. Van score, who also falls. Cheshire Cat comes out of the phase shift. He is still alive, but basically a non-factor. G in the front lines can't do anything as General keeps his teammates alive. They go straight in onto the barracks. No buybacks available. And I think this may be the beginning of the end here, Jenkins. That Viper's down for 60, and this base is getting ripped wide open.
Not much that you can do. He's salving in base. He uses the tomb. Sorry, people correct me.
A tomb is what dead people sit in. A tome is a book.
Dead to be soon.
Yep, that's a dead Puckerino there. There is a buyback available. Puck will go ahead and use it. NaVi still just focusing on structures. Their sustainability is just too much, man. The double Solar Crest lets this PA sit in the front line. She's got Manta. Now the BKB catches a bash on the Drow Ranger. She's got Silver Edge in one. Eats the cheese, but it's just not going to be enough. Snowball forward. Drow dies. Now she'll buy back. Even if they hold here, the economic damage is immense. A dagger gets tossed, finishes off Van's score, and now they dive onto Big Num. He's going to drop the Meteor Hammer. It's big, it's bold, and it's laughable. GG is called, and it's NaVi that take game 1 in 33 quick minutes.
Hey, at least he killed the Tusk with the Meteor Hammer right at the end. That's okay. I don't quite like the Death Prophet against the Clockwork, but it's good against Doom. Well, it goes both ways. It's still a really, really good. There's no reason it fell off other than trendy, but in this situation, yeah, against the Sand King, he doesn't really care about getting Rocket Rush. So what's the point?
Up top, Enchantress looking for this rotation. Big Num, he's got himself a Centaur. They're going to get the Cold Feet. This is the combo they were talking about, but the Cogs doing some work. General still gets stunned up. He does get crit by the Wraith King. Was probably going to go down anyhow, but the crit ensures that he will fall. Hot shit on Doom right now, and a lot of Doom players are doing it, but I don't know many Doom aficionados, I have to admit. I don't know anybody that picks this lame hero.
I know one guy. True. Really, really good. He does not max. He does not max the Inferno.
Oh.
I guess in NA, it's not a popular thing.
Yeah. I guess maybe in Europe it's a bit more popular. Up top, the Clockwork takes a tumble, and back towards the mid, Lil comes in with that Infernal Blade onto G. Dendi with a lot of right clicks to follow up. Only level 4 on the Viper, but still tons of pressure, still doubling the CS of the Death Prophet.
Oh my god, he killed the DP right now.
Oh, there it is. He's got the Satyr Blast. One more auto attack. He doesn't even need it. It's the Infernal Blade to chase him down. Nicely done by Lil. And this pressure pays some serious dividends.
You just get anxious watching them play, like, oh, this guy, like, what is he doing there? You know, he just shows up and kills the DP. Shows up and, like, de-wards some thing.
Yeah.
He's always been like that. He's just such, like, a mischievous type of guy.
Yeah, he's very good at thinking a step ahead, but now rotations mid. It's Dendi that's in trouble. He's got wand charges, but won't be able to use them as G connects with a Crypt Swarm. The big rotation mid.
It's next level, man. He's always been so next level.
Yeah, I hear you.
Lil's the dude who would fill his inventory with mangoes every game end. Right?
Yeah, well, he would always just drop his items and buy one, so you couldn't see his item stats. He tried to keep it untrackable. Here we go, mid lane, initiation onto G, but Crypt Swarm doing a lot of damage. Dendi, the one to get stunned by Cold Feet, but LeBron and Lil still pretty healthy. They're going to right-click down Cheshire Cat, chasing him deep beyond the tower. Still some stick charges, but that Infernal Blade bringing him low. Dendi really enjoying those infused raindrops right now as they keep him alive. Lil on the run will get finished off by Vanscore.
More hit.
The slow from that ancient apparition, the hell's it called? The Ice Vortex. Actually doing a lot of work there. I think it keeps the Death Prophet alive. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Big Num in some trouble. Crystallize with the burst damage. Catches him with a rocket. And that's a rocket barrage kill. Huge stuff for Crystallize. Definitely would have liked to see him get a little bit more done with this laning phase. They will finish off a tower down bottom. It looks like G did just deploy an ultimate. So that's an exorcism down. Up top. Oh, thought they were going to have a go under this Wraith King. But nice. No, it's down bottom. Hook shot in. Dendi doing damage over the tree line. It's G in a lot of trouble trying to drain health, but it's not going to happen. Vanscore gets the Cold Feet, but the battery assault is still going. That poor ancient apparition locked in the trees will be punished and finished off. 2 members down on the side of Gambit.
God, that is an important... Easy, too. I mean, he's level 17. Block destroys.
Block wants to go for it, and there it is. General connects, power cogs come out, and the Doom for good measure. G 100% dead here, it would seem. Ice Blast is going to come in. Does connect on 4. Nicely placed, but no follow-up will be there, and this tier 1 will fall. So this is also interesting from Lil, picking up a Blightstone. Not an item you see just casually on a Doom with Tranquil Boots too frequently. But a little extra damage from these right clicks.
I actually understand. I think it's for pushing. I think it's because they know that they're having a really strong early game, but they don't have like particularly great tower push. So they're just right clicking.
Sand King moves into the tree line. He'll try to TP out, and it looks like he will get interrupted. That's a Fiend's Grip there, and Big Num going to get chased down on this side. Crystallize in general going to move through the tree line. Battery Assault doing a lot of work as he gets killed. Meanwhile, over here, Cheshire Cat is going to survive.
Look at this look at this Sand King up here. Lil placed a sentry on the ground, not to scout the sandstorm. It was because he used the sentry vision that you get from placing a sentry.
Really the only one farming well for the Radiant. You look at that net worth chart, and it is Navi taking control. Everyone besides the Wraith King really poor right now. Death Prophet just picking up that Veil of Discord, but she's kind of in poverty mode. We'll see initiation as Wraith King jumps in. Ice Blast does fly through, but LeBron again with the Nightmare. So beautifully done. Big Num's going to get turned on, but he'll take LeBron with him. Vanscore dies in the back line. Dendi in general are doing a lot of work here to isolate the supports. Nice stun across on 2. This Wraith King alongside Cheshire Cat does channel the ultimate. They're trying to do as much damage as they can, but this NaVi squad is just too darn tanky. The Wraith King falls. And that's the ultimate as he comes back. Infernal Blade, a lot of damage, but it just doesn't matter. He's got the Blade Mail. It doesn't return enough. A lot of low HP heroes on Navi, but when it's all said and done here, Jenkins, it's a 1 for 5. Kind of show the Sand King. I think maybe making Navi a little bit less suspicious that this is happening.
I like that they do this. I like that they smoke for it. Like threatening the enemy team, where it's like, I guarantee you it will do the most. People build this here around Nether Toxin. I don't think it makes any sense at all. Like, it's a good ability, but it's also a really great 1-point wonder. You don't need to build around it. What's broken is the poison attack, dude. It does
Here we go. Team fight breaks out. We'll get back into Viper in a moment as now everything gets open. G pops the exorcism, and they're going to try to commit for him. Doom uses his ultimate, and they just take DP out of the fight, trying to ignore the Wraith King, it would seem, but now they have no choice. The Blade Mail gets used. It's a huge epicenter. Stun on 3. Big Num on the high ground, throwing damage in left and right, but Dendy is just too beefy. He's going to win the right-click war against the Enchantress. Now on the run, the Wraith King has no way to close the gap. He'll finally get vision for the stun, but it's not enough damage. General pushes him back. Somehow Dendy's still alive. Lil and General might be able to clean this up. Cheshire Cat will fall, and now Wraith King goes down for a second time. This is the last one. 17 wand charges. Now a buyback from the Enchantress as Bane rotates through. He's going to cover the angles here and try to use that Nightmare in case of a TP in, but it's not going to happen. Wraith King is just going to get taken down 1 for 3, and just like that, the Aegis didn't really seem to make a big difference. Ice Blast only connects on Lil, and NaVi will definitely find the advantage in that fight. NaVi just feel like they're a step ahead of Gambit kind of at every turn here. Clockwork, no hook shot, taunting his way forward. Meanwhile,
pretty supporty items, honestly. Is do more farming.
Oh, Cheshire Cat. There was a rocket queued up. He tried to TP home. Even a sentry gets used. Another kill, and now I think this just ends up being a free tier 2 for NaVi.
They don't want to lose this. They know this is gonna be high ground, and they go for the Aegis steal. Yeah, they keep doing this, man, over and over. Like, they love doing this. They love playing around Roche.
Hook shot. I heard it. Off the mark, it looks like they're going to go in. Lil with the stun. Now Gyrocopter pops the BKB. Roche goes to the Dire, but the Aegis gets picked up by Wraith King. He's going to be the first one to go. Big Num pops the Wisps, but with BKB still on, I think Wraith King's going to die a second time. A big epi from Cheshire Cat brings down Crystallize, but Vanscore, he falls as well. Lil now on the run after a nice stun on 2. The Wraith King with his 3rd life comes back to life, and it looks like NaVi might not be able to win this fight as they lose Dendy, and LeBron will go shortly after. It's a 1 for 3, but they do kill the Aegis.
This team is so good at playing around Roche. It's a bit of a conundrum, that Wraith King. I think they need to get lucky and get somebody else before they take the fight with the Wraith King. So they get the Sand King right now. Sand King scouting the...
Smoke on the low ground. It gets broken. They jump in onto Dendy. Remember, he does have a BKB, but they might blow him up before he can use it. Dendy's so low, but hops forward. He'll be the first one to fall in this fight, and they also lose Crystallize. It's kind of a disaster, but now the return damage is out. G falls, and Lil, somehow still alive, gets that last Infernal Blade onto the Sand King. 4 down for NaVi, and only 3 down on the side of Gambit. What a crazy fight, but the Gyrocopter and Viper... No glyph available for the Dire, down for another minute. This is definitely a lane of barracks. Probably not more, but still a great punish. And seems like Gambit has the exact same idea. Radiant, though, they've got a ward here. And now NaVi walk into vision of Gambit.
I like this. They're forcing them back. Like, they don't want to do this Roche on stalemate BS. Like, they force them back by going to the tower.
Hook shot in. General, very bold play forward, but he's in a lot of trouble as he gets stunned up. Big damage coming his way. Now on the other side, it's Dendy on the low ground, but Crystallize in the middle of the fight. Lil just barely stays alive, and it seems like NaVi might have mitigated enough damage to start to turn this. The Wraith King gets very low, but he brings down the Viper, and now NaVi just trying to get back up to their high ground. Wraith King jumps forward to Suicide so they can get the slow, and it works like a charm. They find kills on 3. Now LeBron left behind. He's going to be brought down next. The Gyro's already bought back, and this is starting to feel like we're going to a game 3 here as Gambit head up towards the high ground. Double buyback now from NaVi, but it's a 3v5 still. Both supports in the grave. Absolutely, Roche destined to fall.
These guys have a good captain. Like, strategically, their captain must be like insane, or their just general team, you know, idea of.
Here comes the high ground siege. The double damage rune forced to be used. There is a glyph available, and now G just uses that exorcism. Still has the refresher shard, as well as the cheese. Tier 3 tower down. Initiation from Lil. BKB. Shiva's They want the Death Prophet. She'll be the Doom target. Wraith King jumps in deep, but they are going to bring this DP to the grave. It's a pretty good start for NaVi, and now they're going to split. They're going to focus fan score. There's the first Wraith King death. Crystallize up on the high ground, getting split apart by Cheshire Cat and Big Num. Hook shot across from General. Crystallize stays alive for a while, but ends up going down. No buyback available on him. Now buyback from the DP. Dendy gets caught by the stun. Cheshire Cat trying to make his way out, but this Doombringer doing a lot of damage. Wraith King still hurts so much, and he's got this Aegis of the Immortal. His ultimate comes up in only 15 seconds.
Death Prophet bought back. Pressure Shard. You see, Gyro's dead. Mega's it. God, look at that Wraith King. Commit the talent.
Yep. He's right back up. Cogs come out. Only one lane of barracks remains.
The Aegis just despawned. Maybe they can kill the Wraith King, actually.
It's an opportunity at the very least. G, the target they want to go for, but he's got the cheese. Now Lil getting very low. That's going to be a dead Doom. No buyback there either. It's a 3v5. NaVi running out of options. They need to hold for 45 seconds. LeBron, he'll go down also. And the last two survivors, General and Dendy, as General hooks in to try to make some space. It's not going to be enough, and GG's called. That's a game 3 coming as Gambit square it up.
Damn, dude. Oh, that was all from that one Roche play. Oh, they were so solid after that too. Like they knew exactly what they were doing, and they didn't. But Terribly doesn't really deal well with the Pugna. I mean, he can use the Sunder, but Pugna doesn't really care about that. He's life draining after that. I think the Naga can net the Elder Titan like right now, maybe, and triple raise this guy. Gonna have to leave. Are they gonna go for it?
I think they could. Now they're gonna go the other way. It's Dendy taking a lot of damage. The net, yeah, Elder Titan, 1 raise, 2 raise, make it 3. It's a first blood that Dendy draws. G does get 1 the other way, so they do trade, but NaVi with a slight advantage there. To finish him off, Vanscore now with the TP home, gets netted, realizes there's no way to stop it, needs to regen anyway, so he will head back. Dendy again taking so much damage mid. G wants to dive it, but can't find the opening, and we'll just back up. Has a couple tangos, whole lot of stick charges, he'll be good.
He just has to keep going back to base. Shadow Fiend.
And meanwhile up top, Cheshire Cat falls to a Metamorphosis. Yeah, no early point in the Nether Ward. Puck with the phase boots, a little extra damage on him. Gonna run right into Lil, and Shakiro gonna find himself in a sticky situation. Elder Titan sets it up, and Cheshire Cat will have the right clicks to finish this off, I think.
Doing that same thing.
Is he actually gonna die here? The Dream Coil, there it goes. That last auto attack, but Puck might pay with his life for this. The sleep, the illusion, just barely able to live, and he will jaunt back to the high ground. Well played, but close call. Might be able to grab that tower. NaVi have smoked up, and they're now in the other quadrant of the map. Even Dendy starting to move down that way. They ping out Vanscore. Maybe they could go for a gank on the PL. Ravage from the Tidehunter does connect on 2. Now Lil follows up with the Ice Path. It's a long stun duration. The Doppelganger out. Vanscore dies, and they're trying to make it 2. PL tries the TP. They've got the net, and that'll be the end of him. Oh, good rotation from NaVi. As you mentioned, they do lose that tower top. Puck is able to bring it down.
They need to group up when otherwise maybe they would want to just be farming and be a little bit... They can't. PL's farming top. He can TP to the tier 1 if he has to. Which it looks like they're trying to fight this, actually.
Yep, they've got the Ravage and everything else. Song of the Siren just now coming up. General coming in deep. Gets silenced, though. The Static Storm kinetic field. They might be able to kill the Tide before he can even Ravage. He gets into the corner. Earth Splitter comes out, and this is turning into sort of an awkward fight. The Song of the Siren resets it, and the Ravage flies, and it's NaVi all day. They get 2, make it 3 as Big Num falls. It's a double damage on Dendy. The last 2 survivors split in opposite directions. PL and Pugna make it back, but huge fight for this Dire squad, showing off some of that mid-game team fight. This Terrorblade is definitely having a pretty good game so far. Very farm-focused, but Yasha and Dragon Lance, some great efficiency items. Rotations coming his way, though. G on the way in. Elder Titan also nearby. There's the glimpse back. Decrep, and my gosh, he's dead.
but that was close. He almost got the Sunder off. He needs that BKB so badly.
Whew.
So bad.
And you can still chip away. Pretty hard to glyph around the Nether Blast. It's just that slow, constant damage.
Dandy has an invid. Scouting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they have a sentry, though.
Sentry Ward sees him, and now Dendy, he's going to get jumped on. He gets popped immediately. They're going to go in onto Cheshire Cat, but this puck might be a difficult target to lock down. Never mind. He gets obliterated also. They go 1 for 1.
Which is not what you would expect from G on this Pugna. Like, he was so ballsy in that other game. In this game, he's being pretty ballsy. He's kind of being the only one that's being... As I say that, he's actually getting caught.
They're going to find him. General scouts it out, and the follow-up will be there, I think. He does decide to ravage this, thinking there could be more nearby, but it is just the Pugna. Still, it's a pick on a core. NaVi will be happy with that. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Jakiro and Puck going at it. Lil actually doing a lot of damage. Puck does not handle DOTs very well. Ice Path comes out, but Puck able to blink. Now help has arrived. Cheshire Cat with the Yules. No jaunt, and now this Puck, I think, is going to be done for. Beautiful Echo Stomp, though, and now Gambit is here. Lil, he's going to go down first. LeBron getting very low. He falls as General tries to run out. The response from Gambit has been huge as they glimpse back General. Cheshire Cat barely survives, and a triple gets picked up for the PL. Picture perfect. I mean, what's his kill score even? He's okay, 3-2-0. I guess that speaks to how little fighting he's done and just spent so much time farming and pushing out lanes. Mid lane, General goes in. Cheshire Cat makes it outside, and now the Song of the Siren from LeBron. They're going to try to set up on the Puck. Meteor Hammer comes down, phase shift.
This
Puck.
is exactly what you want to do with the Puck.
Not able to blink this time, but now PL pops the BKB. Elder Titan with the sleep, going to connect on quite a few. It's a great Earth Splitter. The Ravage does come out right as the BKB from PL expires. It's a pretty bloody fight, 3 for 2, and now PL on the defensive as the BKB Metamorphosis comes out from Terrorblade. You're draining that mana down pretty fast. Same with Tidehunter. He's got 600 mana.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, I think that there's specific heroes that you go useful against on a lot of these heroes. Terrorblade and Tide are definitely some of them. Very, very good against.
Well, Van scoring a little bit deep. Dendy does use the BKB charge, though. That was a 9-second. Meanwhile, on the other side, LeBron with Song of the Siren. They set up onto the Puck, Meteor Hammer, and that's a dead Fairy Dragon. Very nice. NaVi now looking to push as they did commit the Metamorphosis for this. And it breaks up this Roche attempt from NaVi. Now a big scattered fight. Pugna doing a lot of damage to the Terrorblade, who's been left alone. Meanwhile, on the other side, Big Num hit by the Meteor Hammer. NaVi trying to go back in the pit. It looks like Ravage does connect on G. They'll find the kill there, but PL is back. The BKB is on, and he is ready to fight. Look at this. BKB heroes up. They're trying to get out, but it's going to expire, and they will get chased down. The PL, there is no running from this Phantom Lancer. Now the glimpse back. LeBron gets caught as Vanscore sets it up with a full rotation. They lose their Pugna, but Gambit come right back, and now they will secure the road.
Line on PL now, too. That is so much damage. Daedalus, man. This hero's got a free Daedalus. What a level 25 talent. I mean, TB has no buyback. So they don't know it, but I mean, he's got an Aegis, so he's gonna play ballsy on the PL.
I mean, look at the crits, dude. It's pretty big. Lil gets glimpsed back, and it's a freebie. There is a buyback available on the Chikiro as well as the Shadow Fiend, but this might just be Elena Barracks. Glyph on cooldown for another 3. PL gets the melee and heads back towards mid. Now we see the buyback from Chikiro. Gambit are going for the jugular. Glimpse back on General, so he can't get off a Ravage. Doesn't have it anyway. Still down for 70. A tough defense for NaVi to make. LeBron will use the ultimate. Now the Meteor Hammer comes. He's going to land it on Puck. Cheshire Cat again may fall. It's a good ice path. Follow-up damage is there, but he's got the Yules, and this PL is just going in. The follow-up now from G. They burst the Naga, and Barracks exposed. They're going to focus on the structures. This PL just feels unstoppable at this point. Dendi is here. He's ready to take the fight, but G from downtown, it's a Sunder to save General, and it might not even be enough. The PL's BKB'd up. He survives through it, and now he life steals. He's got the Satanic. He even still has the Aegis of the Immortal. NaVi giving it everything they've got to hang on into this game, but it might not be enough.
God, dude. Alright, well, maybe they can.
There's a chance they can still make this hold. Gambit now starting to get low. PL with one more doppelganger. Hex comes out on the other side on General. It's another BKB on Crystallize, and I think this is their sign to get out. Hey, look, this tower's just dead already from the chip damage.
Yeah, they have Pugna. They don't really need to do anything. Super middle here.
At this point, PL pretty happy to burn the Aegis. More follow-up damage as the Echo Stomp comes. Cheshire Cat jumps forward, forces out some BKBs. Here's the setup from LeBron. But can they actually take this? Dendi jumps in. The Meteor Hammer comes down. They want G, but he's still standing. Now the damage comes out. Crystallize going in hard. Pops the Manta. There's the Ravage from General. NaVi seem to be hanging on for now. They've killed 2. PL getting low, but that's the Aegis of the Immortal only. Can PL still clean this up? The Glyph has come back now, and he is just going to focus on structures, but doesn't want to go all in on this. He's already used the BKB, and I think Gambit are going to have to get out. Vanscore looks to take some damage from General, and NaVi just happy to hang on.
We see one item come up from one team, and then all of a sudden Aghanims from the Puck, and it's like, oh, well, that makes sense why they weren't fighting. And now they're going to go fight. So now NaVi's going to feel very strong because they have the Aghanims on Jakiro, maybe they have some other items, but now the Puck has an Aghanims too, so both teams are waiting. Oh, PL's a DD too. Oh my god.
Oh, they're going to walk right into each other. BKBs get popped, and the Dream Coil comes out right away. Dendi standing right on the edge. They kill Big Num, but Lil gets brought down in exchange. A 1-for-1. Ravage flies and connects on at least 2 as the Requiem comes out. It looks like this is NaVi's fight. They find a couple, and now the Puck gets left behind. Will probably be able to blink, but Song of the Siren catches him, and they're going to be able to cue that Meteor Hammer. He does phase shift it this time. Still gets blown up. It's a 1-for-4. Now NaVi push up the mid, and somehow, Jenkins, NaVi are starting to turn this.
I don't know how he died so quickly. It just seemed like he took so much damage from Terrorblade. I guess it's the Monkey King bar. Like, the Terrorblade doesn't really care about that evasion anymore.
Pugna too far forward. G, blink, Hex. You talked about this. Pugna down. He does have a buyback. But if he doesn't want to use it here, 80 seconds in the grave, and he'll have to. 2 buybacks used, and NaVi without Metamorphosis will be happy to back up, but economic damage done.
And then all of a sudden, it's just so much easier. The Terrorblade gets his Monkey King bar. They get the Jakiro Aghanim Scepter. I thought the Puck Axe was going to be a big deal, but it did nothing in that fight for them because he was just disabled.
Well, it's a great question, and we may find the answer momentarily. Glyph is available for the Dire, so they will be able to reset and save their barracks if they try to go all in. Terrorblade just now hits level 25, so that's going to be the Sunder talent chosen. Gets it down to a very low cooldown, but now the fight breaks out. General, the one that gets initiated on. PL, actually pretty low, decides to pop the BKB, and there will be no Ravage, but a Sunder to save General, and LeBron uses the ult defensively. Not ideal for NaVi. They hang on without losing any heroes, but they do burn one of their big ultimates.
Well, he could get an Octarine Core, actually.
Smoke now from Gambit. They're going to go up to the high ground. They're going to find Crystallize. There's a Hex. Big follow-up damage. They use BKBs and the Dagon from G. Crystallize evaporates as LeBron comes in. Channels the Meteor Hammer as Dendi pops the ultimate. The Ravage as well, and Gambit are getting ripped apart. The team fight of NaVi is just too big as they find their combo. Big Num tries to TP out, and he'll make it. But that's 2 heroes in the grave without buyback, out of the game for 75 seconds. Jakiro still not here. So there are only 4 heroes. It's 4v3. This is still potentially manageable for Gambit. Refresher Orb on the Jakiro now. Dendi jumps forward, turns Vanscore into a piggy. A lot of follow-up damage, and they'll bring him down. Static Storm Kinetic Field gets deployed, but it's too little too late. Now Disruptor out of the game. Another 70 seconds on him, and NaVi might be able to keep this push going. Glyph now used as Puck is up in just a couple of seconds. Terrorblade, Metamorphosis. Couple seconds left, and they will be able to finish off this second lane of barracks.
Okay, there's Gambit smoked up. Looks like NaVi knows. Sure.
Yep, this could be disastrous once more. Remember, Tidehunter has a shorter cooldown ultimate now, so pretty available in these fights. Gambit taking a lot of risk as they jump in onto Dendi. Dream Coil onto 3, but there's the reset from LeBron, and NaVi are ready to do this. Look at General's positioning. There's the Ravage. Some BKBs get used. Dendi so low, but he's barely going to survive. If Dendi makes it out of here, he cannot, but PL had to do a lot to find that kill. He's getting low, but the lifesteal's coming out. NaVi starting to chew through buybacks. Dude, PL does get brought down, and it's a dieback for him. Puck able to blink away. Dendi gets up to the high ground, but won't be able to find him. Wow, it looked like a good fight for Gambit, but now with the buybacks, I think NaVi can just push this advantage and win the game knowing that PL's out.
Jakiro did 4,400 damage in that. 4,400, and mostly to the PL.
Wow.
Dude, he put double Jakiro ulti doing pure damage.
Go for the win here? I think so. G might be able to slow this down. Same with the Elder Titan. But they're just going to lay into the towers. Crystallize saved his Metamorphosis for this. Now on the backside, they catch Cheshire Cat. That Hex on Dendi has played so much of a role in this game. I think they're going to do it. Gambit are in trouble. Their tier 4s are down. They're going to make their final stand as Big Num charges in. NaVi trying to focus on the throne. Dendi uses the BKB, finishes off Big Num. He'll use the buyback. G still pretty healthy, but there's a Sunder. He gets right-clicked and destroyed. Now he's going to use the buyback. Gambit doing everything they can, but it's not even that close. The throne gets destroyed, and NaVi take the game and secure the series after one hell of a nail-biter.
Good God, what composure under so much pressure. They were down 2 racks. That PL was killing everyone.